Now, we're going to show you how to use LATS. You will receive from your HR manager an instruction sheet, and this is it. But I can tell you everything this says. There is a hyperlink address here for you to go to, and your initial password. We give everybody the same default password, and it is default. So, like we do on most things at Toro, our username is our first initial, last name, and the first time you log on to LATS, your password is default. You will have no choice. You are forced to create your own password. Make it unique, make it safe, and make it secure. We are not allowed to share this with anybody. This is a legal document. This is your timekeeping record, so you don't want anyone else to see it. In fact, to really ensure, to safeguard each person's timesheet, if LATS is inactive for 10 minutes, it will log you out. It will not, so please keep this in a very safe place. So, I have entered my username, and I have a real password, so I'm not going to use default. You will, and you log on. But first I want to point something out. For the times that you might forget your password, 60% of our employees do, there is a link right here for forget password. So we're trying to make it very easy. We're going to log on. And here is a timesheet. In the center is my name, well, a demonstration name, and under it is something very important, vacation day. What do you think that means? Do you think that it's not the day I plan on going on vacation? That was years ago.
Is that my hire date?
It is your hire date. Your vacation accruals are based on your hire date. Therefore, LATS knows when you hit one of those plateaus where you suddenly you accrue more vacation time, LATS already knows that. So when an employee hits 5 years, if they start with 2 weeks and they hit 5 years, they will automatically start earning that extra week. So please do check that this is your real start date. If it's not, tell your Human Resources Department, the status of my timesheet, it's unsubmitted. I can't submit it yet. I haven't finished this 2-week period. But if it was submitted, it would say submitted, and I'll show you one. On the left is your supervisor's name, which period this is, and my work location happens to be administration on this. So just a few things we need to know. And here's our 2-week timesheet. This one starts 7/29 and ends on August 11th. And that's because we really are in this 2-week period. So if you notice, on Monday, July 30th, I was present at work. I clicked present. I was done for the day. On Tuesday, I was at work. I clicked present. I was done for the day. But let me show you how I did that. So today is Wednesday. I am here. I am going to click present and then save. And there is no longer a yield sign on the day. I'm done. So I would just log out on the top right-hand corner. But to further demonstrate LATS, I want to show you how to enter leave time. So how about I take off tomorrow and Friday because I have advance permission to take vacation time. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go to tomorrow, and here's my vacation line. And how many hours will I enter for Thursday?
8.
8 hours. That's right. I'm going to enter 8 because I'm taking vacation. And on Friday, how many hours am I taking from my vacation bank?
6.
Only 6. Right. And I would hit save. Why did that kick out? So, if you actually run your mouse right over the yield sign, it tells you what's wrong. No charge expected when present and not absent. I didn't check absent. So you have to do 2 things on a day you're out. Present if you're here, but if you're out, absent, and why are you absent? So we're going to click those 2 absent boxes and hit save, and those 2 yield boxes will disappear. They're gone. Okay. Now, I could do that in advance because it was pre-approved, and that's fine. The rest of this timesheet has a lot of yield signs because it's in the future. I can't submit it. And another way I know I can't submit it is, I only have a save button here. When it's completed correctly, there'll also be a submit button. So to demonstrate, let's keep going. How about this? Let's say you're traveling to another Turo site. So on Monday, I'm going to go to my add leave category and drop down, and I will be on approved business travel, add leave category, and it will be a line underneath personal, right there. So it's a Monday, and I am traveling, and I'm going to put in how many hours?
8.
8. And the next day, I'm at another Turo site. Did I forget something?
Absent.
And hit absent.
Absent. The next day, I am not at my work site. I am working. I'm at another Turo campus. So I am going to check absent because I'm not at my office. And I'm going to let you know where I am. So next Tuesday, I'm absent and I need another category. Working off-site from my assigned office. By the way, LATS will always remind you forgot to hit save. So let's add. I'm sorry, it's right there. So Monday and Tuesday, we're going, let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm checking absent. On Monday, I am on approved business travel, and on Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm working off-site because I'm on another campus. So we're going to hit 80. Oh no, 8. That worked just fine. Even though I'm working, I did check absent because I wasn't at my location. But I am working. I'm on another campus. And then let's finish next week so that I am going to take personal day on Thursday. And what are we going to do on Friday? Vacation. But first, I want to point something out. There are your leave balances on the bottom of every timesheet. So here's my earnings for the 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, LATS gave me 5.85 hours vacation accrual because I'm in the second week of the timesheet. But I also just took 14 hours. So it's updated my balance. I can always see my balances. So I'm going to take Thursday and Friday, I'm checking absent, and we will take them as personal days. How many hours on Friday?
6.
Perfect. Save. How can you tell that this timesheet is okay to submit?
There's no yield sign.
There are no yield signs at all, and all of a sudden there's a new button. It's submit. So I review it again. Is this correct? Because this is where we find a lot of employees do make errors. Were these personal days or were they vacation days? Just check yourself, because this is where we do make the most errors, where we don't follow the line across, especially at the end of the 2-week period. And let's say this one is correct. I am going to hit submit, but first, before it goes, I have to certify that this record of attendance is correct and accurate. This is me, that's that signature on that timesheet. This is my electronic signature. I am going to hit OK, or I could cancel it because I made a mistake. And that timesheet is now in my supervisor's box waiting to be approved. My supervisor also just got an email on their Turo email saying Roberta Jackson has just submitted her timesheet for approval. And what changed? It was submitted and the time. And when my supervisor approves it, it will say approved, and the approval date, timestamp will also be on it. If you ever find you made an error, it's not too late. We unsubmit it, correct it, and resubmit it again for approval. As long as it's in the current fiscal year, you can correct errors. There's no problem with that. It does have to go through the approval process once again. So we're present or we're not. So we're absent. And if we're absent, we just have to say why. Is it sick, vacation, personal? Maybe it's your annual floating holiday. If it is another type of less used leave, jury duty, military leave, family medical leave act, bereavement leave, I go to Human Resources and they will drop down that leave into my 2-week timesheet. This takes about 2 seconds most days. You can bookmark the LATS hyperlink. That is absolutely fine. In fact, we encourage you to, but don't save your password on it. We do ask that that remains secure. Questions? No questions. Okay, we do know how to follow these leave banks. I do want to point something out. This has been submitted and it's pending approval, but please note these are tentative balances. They are tentative because they haven't been approved yet. Once it's approved, it's a closed balance, and those balances go on the next timesheet. Okay, that's the only reason why it says tentative. If you have any questions, please go to your Human Resources office. They are happy to help you. If there are any errors made, it's not too late to go back and resubmit. Thank you very much.